Well, good morning, West Ham fans. Let's talk about Saturday's game already, shall we? Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Short week for us in the UK. Good Friday on Friday. Long weekend, long Easter weekend. But obviously, slap bang in the middle of that Easter weekend, we have West Ham versus Newcastle at St James's Park. And as always, when we play teams, every team we play seems to have an injury crisis. Seems to have some sort of injury crisis. Now, Newcastle have an injury crisis. We're going to be talking more about Newcastle. We'll get some Newcastle fans on in later on in the week. But ahead of obviously the next sort of round of international fixtures, let's have a quick look at Newcastle's injury crisis, shall we? So they've got 5 players definitely out, not just for the games on Saturday, but long-term injuries. Obviously, this is a crucial game for us and for them in that sort of fight for the 7th position. Nick Pope's out for most of the season. Sven Botman's done his ACL. He's out for the season. I think actually Nick Pope's back in April, I think. Joel Linton, I think, is out for the season. Sandro Tonali is obviously suspended for the rest of the season. Callum Wilson, he's also out. And then there's potentials for Kieran Trippier to return to the side. Harvey Barnes and Timo Livramento, however, all 3 are technically still injured. So they already have somewhat of an injury crisis already. That's before any of their other players are on play international duty. Obviously, Anthony Gordon, people like that, are still playing, still in the England squad. Is it tonight they play, I think? I really don't know, to be honest. From West Ham's perspective, obviously, we know Antonio pulled out of the Jamaican matches against America and would have been whoever Mexico played, but also Kudus. And Kudus apparently is rated at the moment 50-50 for the Newcastle game in terms of his shoulder injury. He obviously didn't go to the Black Cats internationals. They had 2 matches, 2 friendly games, but they didn't obviously he didn't appear in them. Wasn't appeared for one of them. The second one's later on this week. So yes, they've got a lot of injuries, but so do we have some key ones, potentially. Kudus. Whether he is 50-50 is another thing, but that's what he's been rated on the Premier League, premierinjuries.com. Similarly, also, Antonio, there's obviously a slight question mark and doubt on him because of pulling out for the Jamaica games as well. So those 2 slight question marks. Some good news, good news for West Ham, not good news for Edson, is that Mexico lost 2-0 to United States in the CONCACAF final. I love the Mexican kits. They're mental, isn't it? He had a mental one on the away kit for the Panama match, and this one's mental as well. So obviously Edson will be back, well before everyone else, probably, because he's played his 2 games. So that's great news for us. It's going to be a critical week, really, week and a bit, because obviously then we play Spurs on the Tuesday after Easter Monday, and then Wolves away, the last game of in terms of that little 3-match period, and then we start looking at the Bayer Leverkusen game. It's all go, but maybe some slight solace in the fact that Newcastle really are having a major injury crisis. Now, keep an eye on the channel tomorrow, and also keep an eye on the channel throughout the sort of next day or so. We'll be putting little teaser videos out of a fantastic interview we've got coming out Wednesday. It'll be coming out about 6:00 UK time, and it's this man. That's it, Dean Ashton. We have Dean Ashton on the channel doing a My Hammers 11. He talks about everything. He talks about everything. He talks about the current season. He talks about obviously joining West Ham. He talks about playing football under Pards, the FA Cup final. He talks about playing football under Curbs. He talks about being injured. He talks about retirement. He talks about Mark Noble testimonial. Funny story around there. He also reveals that he's going to be playing at the DT38 testimonial match, which is taking place sort of mid-May. Jimmy Walker's roped him in. Apparently, this is the 5th time since he's retired that he's put the boots on, apparently. And 2 of them are for West Ham, technically, because one with Mark Noble testimonial and one will be for DT38. So check out that interview. There'll be little sort of teasers, little sort of vignettes coming over the next few days just to get you excited for that. It is a cracking interview. Very honest, as you know, Dean is. Bit of mosh as well, I'll be honest, particularly when he talks about retiring. It choked me up a little bit, I'll be honest, because he puts it in really layman's terms, so to speak. Really, really good. And obviously he's My Hammers 11, which is very, very good as well. And that's it. So look forward to that on Wednesday. And then we've got some more interviews coming up in the next sort of week or 10 days or so. So keep an eye on the channel. As always. And if you want to be a channel member, don't forget to hit the join button. We'll be having the April draw. There'll be signed West Ham football probably somewhere for our channel members to win potentially, and maybe another couple of bits as well. We'll see what we've got for you guys. And until next time, don't forget to give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new around here. But take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you bloody irons. See you later. Roast potato. Much love. Bye-bye.